Hi, my name is David, and today I want to talk about the new features Channel Link and Quick Gain. First, we'll start with Channel Link. The feature can be found in the top menu when you press the More button. There's a new entry called Channel Links. This feature allows you to link arbitrary channels together. It's similar to a feature already included in most mixers, but the difference here is that you're not locked to odd or even channel pairs or even channels of the same type. So you can literally link anything together if you want. To use this feature, simply select Channel Links in the menu. It will open a new page where you can see I already created one channel link in the past. I just delete it so we can start from scratch. And now you have in the top right a plus icon for creating a new channel link. Pretty simple, you just now select all the channels you want to link together. Typical example would be, for example, stereo keys or something like that. In the top left, the scope button allows you to select which parameters should be linked together. In my case, I also want to link gain, which is not available to link on quite a few mixers, so that's an additional feature. To finally link the channels together, I just back out of the view. And you can now see everything I do here applies to both channels. So when let me move this to the side. When I, for example, change the send of my left key channel, you will see here the right also changes accordingly. It's the same with all the other parameters. So if I change my equalizer or if I change my gain, in my case, it's trim. But you see, yeah, everything moves together. Same for groups, DCAs, mutes, and all that stuff. The channel links are automatically stored. So when I close the app and open it back up again, this entry will still be there. The only difference is it won't be applied by default when you connect to a mixer. That's for safety reasons, because maybe, let's say you forgot that you have some channel links in Mixing Station and you connect to a completely different scene. You suddenly link channels together that shouldn't be linked together. So by default, when you reconnect, maybe let's do that to demonstrate it. So I will just reconnect to my mixer. As you can see, the channels are not linked again. If I go back to my channel view, you can see it says status off. By pressing the toggle button, I can simply enable it again. So that's a default behavior, but if you always have the same scene and want to make sure this gets applied automatically when you connect to your mixer, you can press the gear icon in top right to open more settings. And there's an apply after connect. And when you enable this option, all the links which have startup set to true will automatically be applied after you connect to a mixer. I usually keep this off, as I mentioned before, because if you forget that there's a link entry in Mixing Station, it might do some weird stuff to your scene. So that's that. And yeah, the other buttons are pretty simple. You can just edit it and add other channels. You can even link DCAs, by the way. So that's about channel link. And as you saw, all the parameters are linked absolute. So there's no way that I can put this gain to 5 dB and this one to 0 and it moves. So they will always be the same value on both channels. That's where the Quick Gain feature comes in. So Quick Gain is pretty similar to channel link, but it links all the values relative to each other. So what that means, for example, let's say you have your drum channels here. And suddenly you have a different player and he plays much louder or quieter than before. And you want to adjust all the gains, but not to the same value, but just relative to each other, right? You want to bring up all the gains of all the channels by, let's say, I don't know, 2 dB or something like that. And that's what the Quick Gain feature is for. So to use it, you simply select any channel, press the Quick Gain button here. It's a chain icon in the top. The UI is pretty similar from the channel link. You now select channels you want to Quick Gain. You can also select the scope and simply hit apply. You can see the icon is now green. And if I now change the trim of my bass drum channel, you can see here in the top the trim levels of all the other drum channels moving relative to that. So for example, this one is at +9, this one is at 0. If I now move it by 1 decibel, this will be +10, this will be 1, and so on. So you can move everything relatively. And this applies for nearly every parameter of the entire channel. So if I, for example, move a parametric EQ band, you can see all the other EQs are moving as well. Same goes for thresholds and all the other stuff. So on, off of compressor, gain, sense, and also mute group and DCA assignments. This feature is mostly designed for making quick adjustments to a batch of channels, especially during hectic sound checks. And as long as you have quicking enabled, all your links are disabled. That's simply because in theory, if you have, for example, linked your keys together and now they're also in QuickGang with some other channels, it might break stuff. So as long as you have QuickGang enabled, the channel links are disabled. And if I click on this again, it will revert back. So now every channel in my drum section is now independent again, and my channel link is enabled again. A quick side note, so QuickGang and channel link works also on the mixer side. So you can leave mixing, if you leave mixing station open with, for example, QuickGang enabled. So I just enable it again for all my drum channels. And if I now would change a parameter on my mixer, so not from within mixing station, but I go to my mixer and tweak a knob, it would behave exactly the same. So it will also apply to all the channels. And that's pretty cool because now you can use mixing station as an extension for your mixer and provide additional features to it. That would be all about the two new features, channel link and QuickGain. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and leave some comment down below which topic we should cover next. Bye.